Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying out its prayer. Why are we so ashamed to be alive? Break the chains and our freedom's ours to take.
On our last episode, we take you on a proof of concept for mobile telephone towers in Kellyville, Sydney. We also took you on a search for missing teenager from Maitland, Zach Barnes. Now we take you on a road trip to the beautiful town of Eden on the New South Wales coast. Started at Newcastle, headed down through Sydney, down to the Seacliff Bridge, stopped overnight, left early morning, down through Wollongong, Nowra, Ulladulla, Narooma, and then to Eden. So I booked into one of the local caravan parks, as you can see my van below. Our neighbours wanted to see one of my machines fly, and I thought I'd get a view of where I was and what was around me, so I took it up and here's the result. Enjoy. And then decided to take a little bit of a tour and have a look around what the town has to offer, and maybe do a fly. A little bit of blue sky in the background, as you see. You can see off to the right there the old lighthouse, which has been turned into a whale museum. Good place to spend a couple of hours. So the weather fined up, so I decided to take the DJI Phantom 4 Pro up for a fly and have a look at this beautiful harbour. As you can see, a couple of tugboats down in the harbour. The top right hand side of the screen, right on the horizon, is where there's a wood chip factory, and there's also somewhere over there a munitions dump that the military use. Two large tugboats you see on the bottom of the screen are the main working tugboats for the town that one work with the boats coming in for the wood chips, and they have the odd cruise ship come into town. They also have a large fish co-op, and the three tugboats you see down or in the middle of the screen to the right came to town to repair a wharf over at the wood chip when they had some storm damage. And also huge town for fishing vessels.
We lose ourselves in the spirit of things. We lose our sight when we put our trust in things.
What you're looking at now is the old wharf to a cannery that used to be in the town. Closed down now, as you see. It's just the old concrete pads left. When I first come to town, I thought this was the old whaling station, because my belief was it was a big whaling town. Apparently there was only one family that whaled out of the town, but the loss of the cannery is what hurt probably the town the most. I was talking to one of the locals. He said there was probably about 4,000 people in the town, and it had dropped down to about 2,000, a little bit over 2,000. Here you've got a little bit of history on the whaling and where they used to actually whale in out of the harbour. I ended up staying 3 days in and around Eden. Beautiful town, very friendly, met a few of the locals, thoroughly enjoyed my stay there. So I left Eden, headed back up the coast to Batemans Bay to meet some new friends.
Nothing more than dust.
On my way down to Eden, I stopped off at Batemans Bay, and this couple, Kim and Roz, saw my van, sent me an email and invited me to a barbecue if I was on my way back up their way at any time. So I said yes.
Where you are.
Kim also wrote a book on the history of Batemans Bay.
That's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should say.
Off to the left of this shot is where they have a table and chair, and this is their beautiful view.
That's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard, and I wonder where you are. Reaching for the stars. I wonder where you are.
So after the barbecue, I ended up staying in their driveway for the night and then headed off. Thank you. Met some of their friends too. Very warm, welcoming couple. Thanks, guys. Started at Newcastle, out through Maitland, headed towards the Hunter Valley and to Bimbadgen Winery. I got asked to do a job out at Bimbadgen Winery while the Rodriguez concert was on. It was a 2-part shoot. First part was they wanted me to photograph the cars and the car parks to see how many more car parks they could fit if they could do a better job at using the space of where the cars parked for convenience of customers. And the second part was to film some of the concert for them. this job was a very fine balance between, one, the amount of people around, two, our light, because it was really late in the afternoon. I think I started at 6 o'clock. It was overcast, and I wanted to make sure we had the car park as full as possible with the most amount of people there with the available daylight. But yeah, it worked out well, I think.
Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say.
And now on to the second part of the shoot, the concert itself.
All the pain.
So you have the winery itself off to the right of the stage.
I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life.
And the white tent to the bottom right of the screen is the VIP tent.
Feels right, it feels right, yeah. I can only say that it feels right, it feels right, it feels right, yeah. I can only say that it feels right. That it feels right.
So a big thank you to Bimbadgen for the opportunity to do this job. Thanks, guys. So thank you for watching our video. We really appreciate it. Come join us on the journey, either through Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or our website. Thank you for watching this video. Without your generous support, we would not be able to produce these videos. So please go to our Patreon page and support us, or go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. Thank you. On our next episode, we take you on a shoot to King's Cross.
To get off that darkest ground, the gravity pulls you
And then we take you on a commercial shoot to the Bogey Hole, Newcastle.
Earth from a bird's eye view.
This week's tip: never fly over water with the battery level under 30%.